When it comes to online teaching, I'm very lucky because of my discipline. I teach in languages, which means that blended learning has been in languages for ages due to its nature. We teach reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills. So that means that we use different types of tools, different types of materials, and we also use them differently. Let me give you an example. Videos, we can use muted videos of films to ask the student to imagine and write dialogues in French. We can also record videos of students, and the lecturer and the students can provide feedback on their own speaking skills. However, I have to admit that recently the technology has come in leaps and bounds. So it means it's increased the experience and what we can do with it. We can do podcasts, which I've done before, to give feedback to students in the target language for interpreting students. I've captured videos as well before to explain technical concepts related to French. I've also worked on an online master's, which was totally online, and in there we had to give all the feedback, all the courses, all the notes and all the work online. In GMIT with my students, I've started introducing subtitling with them. With that, I asked them to work on a real-life scenario as subtitlers. That means they have access to video tutorials on the software where they learn how to use it. We discuss in class subtitling issues that might come up, how something that's cultural might not be translated literally and subtitled literally. Then I ask them to work online to troubleshoot any issues and to deliver the final product. So really, if I were to look at technologies and online learning altogether, I can see there are many benefits for me. First, it's extremely adaptable, so no matter what kind of students or what kind of course I end up teaching on, I can always provide a resource. It's also very creative, so instead of just sticking to text all the time, I can use videos, I can use listenings, I can use the students' own recordings even. And lastly, what I find is the most useful of all for technology is that it's so inclusive. I can teach students from wherever they are, whoever they are. So there's no more excuses for not learning at all. So if I take technology and online learning, for me, there are so many benefits. The first one is that it's so adaptable. You can do anything you want with technology. It's very, very creative. You can use videos for teaching different things, for giving feedback. And lastly, and more importantly, it's very inclusive. Students can be anywhere, can be anyone. So there's absolutely no more excuses for not learning at all.